be a little late. She heard it on the newscast. Tom and Carol have been in a wreck.
They starred in the Borderlands movie.
Well, what happened?
They skidded into a bridge, and the car caught on fire.
But that was unrelated.
Were they badly burned? They would have been, if it hadn't been for Bruce.
You mean Mr. Valanche?
You mean Bruce Jones?
Yes, Bruce Jones. The bridge was the one near his house. Evidently, he heard the crash. He ran out and saw that 2 people were trapped inside, and that the car had caught fire back by the gas tank.
This all sounds very exciting.
Did he know it was Tom and Carol?
I don't know if he recognized Tom's car or not. They say that Bruce practically tore the car door off by brute force to get Tom and Carol out. He got Carol out all right.
And then he took off.
But as he was helping Tom, the gas tank exploded. Tom wasn't hurt much, but Bruce was burned severely.
So it all worked out. Anyway, is this a party or
I feel
what?
so sorry for Bruce.
Well, this is a switch. A week ago you were up in the air about having to go to the same school with him.
No matter what I said, I feel sorry for anybody who's being hurt. Even Bruce.
Well, I'm not going to be a hypocrite and act as if this changes anything.
Now
Empathy's
listen,
for
Bill.
losers.
You're not being fair. After all, Bruce was badly hurt. He didn't have to go into that fire. Probably didn't even know who was in it at the time.
In the fire.
Even if he did know, Bruce had little reason to risk his neck.
That's right. I said a line.
After all the mean, prejudiced things that have been said right to his face, I'm a fine one to talk. Why, just a minute ago.
How did you say something to his face a minute ago?
Do you suppose there's anything we can do to help? They said that he was on a critical list. Maybe he needs blood.
Does his family even believe in blood?
To go to the hospital and see.
Well, I'm going back to the party.
It is a grand old party after all, isn't it? You guys are gonna miss all the lemon squares and privilege and stuff. Are we communists now? Should we put on NPR?
I wonder if Bruce would want my blood after what I did to him.
It's not about you.
What you did to him? But he hit you, didn't he?
Yes, but you don't know the whole story. I had it coming. I used to needle him all the time. I'd sing that song so he'd be sure to hear it. You know the one I mean.
Espresso.
Well, that day I walked by Bruce whistling it again. I guess it got under his skin and he just couldn't take it anymore.
Golly, then he didn't just jump you for no reason.
I don't think he knew what he was doing.
You sure about
But
that?
I did, and I told the principal the whole thing. That's the reason Bruce is only on probation. For that matter, I am too.
Jeez, we all suck so bad.
Funny, I never stopped to think there could be a Bruce's side to it. I just never really thought of Bruce at all.
Whoever did. I was ready to accuse him
Guys.
of stealing my sweater the other day.
Yeah.
And I would have, but when I got to the office to report him, well, there it was, where he'd turned it into the lost and found.
Pathetic.
Anybody else had been seen with it, I wouldn't have worried so much. But because it was Bruce,
Because it was Bruce who did what we've all done. We've put a brand on him for something he couldn't help.
Guys, I think we're losing sight of the real issue here, which is economic anxiety. Say it with me. Geez, back when cars were aircraft carriers.
Well, let's go see how bad it is.
We can evaluate your parking skills later, Steve.
This trip to the hospital could be the first step for these students at East High toward tearing down the false barriers which their own bias and prejudice have built. But will it work?
I'm guessing just enough for them to pat
Each
themselves
of
on the
these
back
people
for
must
it.
find the answer only through re-examination of his own feelings and attitudes. For this is the problem of the individual more than of the group.
No, it's systemic as well.
If Bruce doesn't make it, how'll I ever be able to face myself after all the things I've done to him? Things I'll never be able to apologize for.
It is his job to validate my white guilt.
Bill was right in a way. This doesn't really change any of the reasons why we didn't accept Bruce into our group. I just hope I can somehow work out a new set of values to judge him by in the future.
And judge him I will, always.
This is the fellow my folks didn't want me to have anything to do with.
So I'm basically a badass
I
now.
wonder if what Bruce did will make any difference to them now. Will they be able to understand why I have to help him, if I can?
I can't help thinking this is the right thing to do.
I guess.
But it is a fast switch. Have I let sympathy head me off into
Oh, no.
something I won't be able to live up to?
What's next? Self-awareness?
Am I just reacting to an emergency? What'll it be like when the emergency is over? Bruce won't be any different, but I guess I'll have to be.
I'll change my name and move to Guam.
The thing is, it wasn't Bruce at all. I was the one.
It was about
neatly
me.
Fitting people into categories because of where they go to church, or what their fathers do, or what the color of their skin is.
Vague stuff like that,
You
not
hear
necessarily
about
any of
other
those
people's
things
prejudice.
specifically.
But you never feel guilty until you realize it's you. You're the one who's prejudiced.
Yep.
What was it, after all, that made these people do the things they did? Was it a lack of understanding?
Most certainly.
Was their attitude picked up from their prejudiced parents?
100%.
Or was it simply a matter of going along with the attitude of the group?
Yes, all of the above,
What
yes.
is prejudice? And why does it exist? What do you think?
Oh, it doesn't affect me because racism was solved with the civil rights movement and Obama, and then again with the casting of that one movie, so I'm fine. Hey, thanks for watching. Fun with Shorts and all the shows on this channel are brought to you by Patreon.com and the support of attractive, savvy people like the ones scrolling across your screen right now. Check out the links in the description for all my stuff at Patreon, Etsy, and elsewhere, and I will see you again real soon.